Chicken butchery, 2 separate ways for 2 separate uses. Next on Urban Kitchen Revolution. Hi, welcome back to Urban Kitchen Revolution. I'm Chef James Hudson. Today we're going to go over 2 different ways of butchering chicken so that we'll now have 3 different methodologies in our repertoire. Obviously, we have 2 separate chickens here for these 2 separate methods. We're just going to go over them step by step. So without any further ado, let's get really right into it. What we're going to do today is do one style that you see most traditionally in American grocery stores called an 8-way chicken, but with a small twist on it so that it is a little more user-friendly and there aren't so many useless bits, and you also have some stuff left over for stock. And then we're going to do a European or French style, which is more for some more elevated dishes or maybe some plated dishes that you want to do in the future. So, like I said, without any further ado, let's go right on into it. We're going to take this one here first. Set this off to the side. Pardon me. And the first one we're going to do is called an 8-way chicken. And basically all an 8-way chicken is we're going to take this bird and we are going to separate it into 8 separate pieces, or 10 if you want to cut the breast down the middle. This is most traditionally used for things like braising chicken or fried chicken, for instance. This would absolutely be the way you would do this. It's also really the easiest way to break down a chicken and the fastest into smaller bits so that you can use it. And as we go along, you're going to see that we can stop at any point in this to have various different kind of cuts. So the first thing we're going to do for an 8-way chicken, and again, I'm just going to use a paring knife just for any reason, well, for 2 reasons actually. I don't actually happen to have a boning knife in my repertoire here. I just don't do that much commercial boning, at home. So I tend to just leave it at work. So with a paring knife, and also to show you that you really don't need to muscle this. If you're doing this right, you're cutting along seams that are already in the chicken, so you really don't need a lot of force to do this. So just with a simple paring knife, we're just going to take the chicken here, and dress it with the rear facing towards you, and we're going to go right down the center of the chicken, okay? We're going to cut basically the breastbone in half. Keep on going. And there we go. And now we've exposed the chicken into 2 pieces. Now, commercially, they tend to just cut it right down the center here. What we're going to do is we're going to separate the backbone from the 2 pieces, just because no one really eats the backbone. We can also save it for stock for later on. So what we're going to do next is find the 2 hip bones, and those are right back here in the very bottom of the chicken, behind the Pope's nose here, and they're just right on either side of it, and we're just going to cut in the inside of it, exposing it on both sides. And what that's going to do is that's going to expose the leg bones. You can see it right there. I'm just going to snap the leg bone right in half, just like that, and cut right down behind it, and just continue that cut all the way up to the front. And now we have a half of chicken. We do it the same side to the other side. Pop the leg bone, and then just cut right down the rib cage here. And now we have 2 half chickens and a backbone. We're going to set the backbone to the side for stock for later. And now we have these 2 half chickens. All we got to do to make this a 4-way chicken now is very obviously take this area between the breast and the thigh and just cut. Again, just cut. Now we have breast and thighs separated 4-way chicken. If we want, we can remove the wing bones. All we need to do that is just take the chicken just like this, make a little cut, boom, wing bone is attached. Same thing on this side. Move this over here so you can see it. We're just finding the joint. There it is. Wing bones. And now breast. Now if you wanted to cut this breast down a little smaller so that it's easier to fry or to broil, so that you have two nice big pieces of white meat, you would just go about well, not quite halfway, but a little bit higher on the wing side of halfway, and you'll wind up getting two basically equal portions. So now you have two reasonable pieces of breast meat rather than one giant piece of breast meat. Put that to the side. Now, to clean the thigh from the drumstick, as you can see right here on this wing, or on this leg rather, there's a little seam of fat that goes right down here. It's on both sides. It's easy to see, just right here. That is exactly where the thigh attaches to the drumstick. So literally all you have to do is just follow that seam, and look at that, just like butter, it goes right through the middle of it, and you've got, see, it just went right through the center of it. So you've got your thigh right here, and your beautiful drumstick right there. One more time. Find the little seam right here, right? Boom. Didn't even put hardly any pressure on that knife to do that. And there we go. That's an 8-way chicken. Now, set this to the side real quickly. Grab the other bird. The next one we're going to do takes a lot of that technique that we learned here and just sort of elevates it a little bit. It's not difficult. It's just a different way of addressing the bird and of dressing the bird so that you might get a slightly more, I don't know, plate-ready presentation for it. And this is called Frenching. And so what we're going to do is we're going to French the thighs and the wing joints. We're going to do the thighs first, okay? And to French a thigh joint, all you have to do is take your knife right here down just below where the knuckle is and cut around it, making sure that you've got all the tendons and everything, just like that. And either using just your finger or your finger with a towel, you're going to pull this little joint right here forward and just snap it around. And look at that, it keeps clean right off. Now you've got this nice clean bone that's going to shrink up around it and give you a nice little handle for that. We'll do it one more time. If you're hearing banging in the background, please don't pay that any mind. There's our neighborhood on a construction site again, and that's what happens when you live in the city. So we've got the tendon all clean. I'm going to go towards the front. Just give it a little twist. Boom. Another clean backbone. Now for the wings. For the wings, I'm going to take the bird, any bird, duck, chicken, turkey, whatever, quail, grab it like this with the knife, cut down towards the bone. As soon as you feel the bone, give the knife a little twist, bring it towards the knuckle. When you hit the knuckle, put the knife down, grab it like this, twist, pop, and now just cut off. And now you have the clean humerus plus a wing. Gonna do it again. The outside, come straight down, in till you feel it on the knuckle. Little pop, twist, boom. So now you've got two French wing bones, two French thigh bones, two wings. Put that right here. Now for the second part, all we're going to do is instead of cutting right down the center of the breast, we're going to make an incision on either side of that breastplate. So we're just going to make a quick little cut right here on the left side, again on the right. I guess that would be your left, looking at me. And we cut down until we feel the rib cage. and up front until we feel the wishbone. And now all we're going to do is we're just going to follow with the knife, follow right along that rib cage. And continue it down, same place again as we had before, right there on the pelvis bone. And keep that cut going down there. Do it again on this side. So we're cutting, following the breast, plate, and the rib cage till we come down. We're even now with the pelvis, so we're cutting into there. And from here it's just exactly the same as we did for the 8-way. We're going to pop the femur out, just like a cut, cut, cut. Right here is the wing bone. Make sure you cut inside of that. Now we have a half chicken. One more time. Pop it. Come right on down. Boom, another half a chicken. And now we've got a whole carcass here for stock again. Back to the side. For the breast, so now we have cut the breast from the wing. Nice, beautiful, boneless, skin on chicken breast that can be used for any sauteed dish, or you can grill this, of course. Any high heat, quick heat method, this would be perfect for sliced on a plate. Can't go wrong. It's a beautiful presentation when it's all done. And there you go. Like I said, that's your boneless, skin on chicken breast. For the legs, you want to leave them just like this and have a nice hearty piece of meat for someone to eat that still has a nice look to it. You can obviously just roast it like this. If you want to break it down further, it's exactly the same. You look for that seam right there and just make a cut. Boom. Now you've got a French drumstick, a nice chicken thigh, ready to go. One more time. There's your seam. Cut right down the middle of it. Boom. And boom. And that's it. And there we go. It's just that easy. 8-way chicken, 2 separate ways. Both American / 8-way chicken and French or European style. Again, I'd like to thank you for stopping in here on Urban Kitchen Revolution and taking the time to to enjoy this little journey with me. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe to the videos here and hit that little bell if you want to get notifications of when my next videos are coming out. Also, I can be found on the web at urbankitchenrevolution.com, where you can find recipes, links to other videos, product reviews, and so forth. It can also be found on Facebook at Urban Kitchen Revolution, as well as Twitter at James Hudson UKR. Until next time, don't forget to join the revolution, and I'll see you around. Have a great day. Bye.